And then Saqqara Sands is in. They're nearly all in for the Nyetimber Surrey Stakes. Commentator is Simon Holt. Hi, Simon.
Hi, Nick. Thanks very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice sunny day now here on the Downs. And they're off, racing for the opener on Betfred Oaks Day. Diego Ventura wasn't that well away and is pushed along early by James Doyle for this Nyetimber Surrey Stakes. Formal in the noseband, the Wacko Kid in the light blue, dark blue cap. Saqqara Sands is handy in the blue and white diamonds. Then Rebels Gamble on the rail, just ahead of Halasan for Godolphin, who's a bit keen, running down the hill. Francisco's Piece then racing between Glarms Road on the outside, and Diego Ventura is just the back marker in the gold sleeves red cap. Hurtling down the hill then and now racing into Tatnam Corner, and the Wacko Kid going on in the hands of Holly Doyle. From Formal in second, Saqqara Sands turning in third. They've got a break of 3 or 4 lengths on Halasan and Rebels Gamble, and then down the outside is Glarms Road from Francisco's Piece and Diego Ventura. Spurning the inside running rail, coming right down the centre here, the jockeys, and it's Formal over on the right, over on that far side, chased by the Wacko Kid and Saqqara Sands. Diego Ventura begins to close now from Rebels Gamble, but Formal may have got first run here. 3 lengths to the good over Saqqara Sands, who's giving a strong chase in second place. Diego Ventura back in third inside the final furlong, and it's Formal still by 3.5 lengths to Saqqara Sands, racing up towards the line, and Formal keeps going well in the hands of Oisin Murphy for the Cheveley Park stud and wins from Saqqara Sands second, Diego Ventura back in third.
All rather straightforward for Formal, whose sights have been lowered, and they can go back up again because she's done this very comfortably in the colours of Cheveley Park Stud. It's her first victory for Andrew Balding, who inherited this filly from the now retired Sir Michael Stout, and Oisin Murphy, who won this race last year, wins it again. 9-4 joint favourite. Saqqara Sands has run an excellent race in second and might have won an ordinary renewal of this. Diego Ventura came home in third and didn't have the pace. Formal's hit the line hard. She was always well positioned behind the pace setting the Wacko Kid. Oisin Murphy opting to maintain a more conventional line, more toward the far side, whilst Holly Doyle dragged the other runners more toward the centre of the course. Chris Dixon.
Yeah, Formal initially followed, didn't he, Oisin Murphy on this filly, and then she drifted back away down the camber to the far side, always holding them. Really good seasonal return from Saqqara Sands, who's well up to this level and is kept on. All just a little bit too sharp for Diego Ventura, and we'll see that from a very early stage.
Take it from the stalls, and immediately Holly Doyle rousts the Wacko Kid, but then he jumps hard into the bridle.
Yeah, he carries his head low, this guy. He's got cheek pieces on and he's got a heavy head carriage. She opts to stay off the rail, hoping that maybe somebody'd go up the inside and she could slap behind them, but this guy's doing 40 miles an hour down the hill and he isn't going to sustain it. Well, Oisin Murphy does well to get box seat on Formal, and she settles there beside Saqqara Sands, and there is your second and third sitting your winner in your second and third. Godolphin's horse, no excuse for Halasan. He looked to have a good position, whereas in contrast Diego Ventura was lacklustre early, Chris, and he looked like he didn't really race with much enthusiasm today.
No, he doesn't, and that headgear's on for a reason. I think we saw signs of that at Newmarket, and I think to some extent just the way that a race is run early at this track has caught him out, and he's run really well. I think he'll be better up to a mile, to be honest, or at least a stiffer 7, and probably really slow ground. He keeps on working away. He's honest enough once he's under pressure, but he just doesn't have a great deal of zip about him through the early part of a race. Formal has loads of it. She's always sat in a handy spot travelling well, but the impressive bit was when she first quickened on and she very easily put lengths between herself and the rest, and then was holding them all the way through the final furlong.
Yeah, she's striding out purposefully to the line. Oisin Murphy had a job